Good evening, everybody. You're welcome to today's end of day review and forecast for the 29th of May 2024, brought to you by Trading Pro, hosted by Great White. So Trading Pro is an international multi-award winning broker with its presence in Nigeria. Our physical office is at number 2, Allen Toyin Roundabout, where we have physical trainings on Tuesdays and Thursdays between 9:30 to 12 p.m. Advanced training sessions via Zoom every Wednesday by 8:30 to 9:30 p.m. For those of you who want to earn but don't have the time to trade yourselves, we have copy trade and Palm account management services. We also have WhatsApp and trading and Telegram communities where we have like-minded traders where ideas are shared, and we have this kind of review where it is done twice daily. That's by 10 p.m. and 10 a.m., which 10 a.m. is a review of what has happened during Asia and London, and then with a forecast for New York. So without taking too much of our time, let's get down to what the charts have for us. So as always, we're going to start with the economic calendar. So we have Aussie CPI tomorrow and German prelim CPI tomorrow. New York session is going to be calm until Thursday and Friday. So let's get down to the chart. So if we're looking at the charts, this is still bullish. We're going to start off with the US 100, dollar index, Euro USD, pound dollar, gold, Euro pound, pound yen, and Euro yen. The US 100 is still bullish. Although we see a little bit of weakness coming in if you drop down to the 1 hour time frame. Because if you remember, during the review at 10 a.m. today, I said if price breaks this low, we are going to have a shift. We're going to have a shift. So most likely, the possibility I see that we might see a spike through this level and a continuation to the downside. But with this formation on the 1 hour, I'll be cautious of taking longs on this pair going into tomorrow. So what I'll be watching on this pair tomorrow is a full break below these lows. Once that happens, then you wait for this, then you wait for a retracement, because then your range is going to shift. Your range is going to encompass this low, or most probably even this low. So you have this high to this low, you wait for a retracement and you move back to the downside. So that's what we have on the US 100. US 100, we'll be watching to see what price does. Because if you drop to the 15-minute time frame, it becomes a little bit clearer to you. You can see this high is still holding. Although price didn't close below any of the levels with significant movement, but we'll be watching this level and most probably this high tomorrow. So if price spikes, as if price does this tomorrow and gives you something like this, then you can take a short position to the downside. The next pair we're going to be looking at is the dollar index. The dollar index, I believe the dollar index is setting up for a corrective move tomorrow. If we look at it on the daily, if you remember the level I talked about, I spoke about this level, that's 104.52. I said if we get a close back above it on the daily basis, that spells that this is a false break and that we are going to see continuation to the upside. Because whenever a high can take out the preceding low and gives a bullish swing, that high is going to become a target. So looking at this tomorrow, if you go to the 4 hour time frame, the possibility exists, it's going to be clear on the 1 hour, that we might see a bit of a retracement to this 104.52. You see, fair value gaps there. This other block has been removed by price, so we might see a bit of a retracement and it gone for 104.75 first. So we might be seeing bullish move on the dollar index tomorrow. The next we're going to be looking at is the EURUSD. The EURUSD is already showing its own signs. If we start off from the weekly, let's start from the monthly. What it has done is that it has swept the previous month's high. And the monthly is what you call, I can't see because we still have some days to the end of the month. So based on that, we can't see anything on the monthly until the month ends. But it has swept the previous week's high, and this is the weekly candle. If we drop down to the daily, we have a pin bar. And the storyline with pin bars is that price didn't close above any of these levels. So we can just say that price came to 1.0885 and rejected. So that means that any rally on this pair tomorrow is going to be an opportunity for a short. Just like I've pointed out on the 1 hour, I said the break here, retracement, and the move down. So this may still try one more move up before moving back to the downside. So the next one we're going to be looking at is the GBPUSD. The GBPUSD rallied very deeply into the range of the daily. This low to this high, this is the 75% of it. And if you see, that's where price touched. Price did not get to this high at 1.2803. So if we go to the 4-hour time frame, what do we have? The structure on the 4-hour is still looking bullish. But if we drop down to the 1 hour, we start seeing something that looks like a little bit of a weakness. I have a change in character here. So the possibility is that any rally on this might offer an opportunity for a short. So what that means, remember I said that if price rallies and breaks this low, you will not be looking to buy. You'll be looking for price to remove this low. So we'll be waiting for that retracement and they move back to the downside. Gold is still going to try to remove this other block here. As you can see, price rallied, dropped into the 50 to 75 and took off. So for this pair might still try to run deep into here before moving to the downside. We don't have a new low yet on the 1 hour still, which points to the fact that we might still see a slight upper move on this pair. Then the next we're going to be looking at is EURGBP. The EURGBP is setting up for a bullish run. I have a feeling they might spike this previous week's low and take off. Because if you notice, price on the daily is not closing below any of these levels here. It's not closing below any of these levels. And that points to the fact that you might see a sharp spike and the continuation, a reversal of sorts. So for this pair, we'll go to the 1 hour. You'll be waiting to see if there'll be a retracement and a continuation to the upside on this pair. The next way we're going to be looking at is the pound yen. The pound yen has finally got to the target we've been looking for, which is 260. And see, price has cleared it. So I don't know what price is going to do now. How it closes on the daily will determine to a long extent what it's going to do. As you can see, it didn't close with all that momentum on the daily. So it might just maybe still move up a bit, then before moving, retracing a bit. But for now, this pair is still bullish. It's still bullish. Except you get a reversal formation. Except you get a reversal formation, which will be confirmed with a move below 216 on the 4 hour. Any dip on this pair might be an opportunity for that long. Then the next pair we're going to be looking at is the euro yen. This pair I still believe will still extend higher because it has the 75 and the 17160. So this pair I believe will still, because with euro strength coming in possibly tomorrow, this is going to take off hard. So that settles it. Any questions or any pair anybody want me to look at? Any questions?
Okay, so for tomorrow, what do you think that XAU might retrace to before it rallies?
I can't see. I can't say basically, but I'll be watching this series of down candles there. I'll be watching this series of down candles. If I drop to the 1 hour time frame, the 1 hour time frame is not looking very strong as a close. You get. So what I'll do is I'll move this my zone to this point and this point. That's what I'll be waiting for tomorrow. I'll move it up a bit. So this is where I'll just be waiting to see what they do tomorrow. So a retracement and a continuation to the upside. So the absence of any other question, I'll be posting the recording to the YouTube channel and be sending the link to the group. So I wish everybody, don't forget to join us tomorrow at 10 a.m. for a recap of London and Asia to plan ahead for New York session. So I wish everybody a lovely night's sleep and a blessed trading day ahead. So good night, everybody.
Good night, sir.
Good night.
Why? Thank you very much.